On this episode of the Bryant Buzz, Chelsea Jensen details the unusual path of one Bryant High School internship student.
I love being around here, just the versatility of it all.
Plus, Hannah Rudnick finds out what it's like to be a speech pathologist for the Bryant Public Schools.
They just see it as like, okay, I get to go hang out with Miss Elizabeth.
Sydney Morgan heads to the court to explain the important role coaches play in the life of a student athlete.
Coaches can impact a team by being really involved with their players.
Also, Mitchell Elmore finds one of the top chess players in the state of Arkansas right here on our campus.
I've won about 5 tournaments in high school, including the best high school chess player in Arkansas.
And as always, Sophia Merle provides this month's 212 Spotlight.
Real-world application of seeing them problem solve is probably one of the most rewarding things and has made me more passionate.
All of that next on the Bryant Buzz.
Welcome to the Bryant Buzz. I'm Carsyn, Hobson.
And I'm Nevaeh S. Robinson.
Here on the Bryant Buzz, we showcase the people and programs that make up the Bryant community.
On this large campus, we only had to go next door to the studio to find our first story to tell.
An internship while in high school can help students build a resume while providing a strong foundation for their future line of work. Since 2016, the internship program has roughly helped 200 seniors each year get closer to their work goals. When you think of a high school intern, you might typically think of ground-level positions. However, one student is flying above ground into her career. With the story, here's Bryant Buzz reporter Chelsea Jensen.
1/3 of Bryant High School seniors participate in the internships offered around the community, but one senior spends her time interning somewhere you may not expect. Senior Grace White is an intern at the Saline County Airport.
Honestly, it's pretty interesting. You have some days that are really fun and you don't really do much, and you have some that are really hectic when a lot of people come in, and that's usually around the holidays, but it can be very entertaining and really chill sometimes. A lot of people usually are requesting fuel. They're tired and all of that, so we'll get out the fuel truck and get that done. I love being around here, just the versatility of it all.
Miss Lindsay Forga is the Bryant High School teacher supervising Grace's internship.
She's our only intern that's there currently, and it's kind of been a new internship compared to what our students had done in the past.
Not only is Grace interning at the airport, she's also working towards her pilot's license. In the sky, Grace is confident flying the 3-6 Tango, but it wasn't always that way.
I was entirely terrified and talking to myself the entire time doing my solo.
Certified flight instructor AJ Ambort witnessed how scary it can be for a new pilot.
Grace was extremely nervous the first time she flew, just like every student is. It's a big, high-stress environment. We're feeling a lot of stuff you don't normally feel, but yeah, she was shaking a lot with her hands all over the place a little bit, but we calmed her down. We had a lot of fun.
With the average student pilot age of 33, Grace is on the runway to success, but still figuring out her flight pattern.
Well, I'm here because I want to be a pilot, but I'm still debating if I want to be an airline transport pilot or if I want to go corporate.
Her passion for aviation began in junior high.
I changed my course of action in about 8th grade when my mom surprisingly got me a Discovery flight, and that's where it all came from.
Grace has gained 40 of the 1,000 hours needed for her pilot's license, flying alongside her boss. Ambort knows how much the internship is going to benefit Grace outside of high school.
It's a phenomenal opportunity for Grace because it allows her to advance her career not only in the professional pilot department, but as well as her career in aviation management.
Grace's determination put her ahead of the curve, and the time she has put in at the Saline County Airport will allow her to achieve her pilot's license by March 2023. For Hornet Media, I'm Chelsea Jensen.
Thanks, Chelsea, for that story. It looks like not even the sky's the limit for Grace. Our next story features a department in high demand in school districts and the public workforce. We're talking about speech-language pathologists. The job market is expected to grow 21% by 2031. With a day in the life of one of our SLPs, here's Bryant Buzz reporter Hannah Rudnick.
Bryant Public Schools employs a wide range of specialists to assist with student learning. The speech-language pathologist on campus provides services to help students communicate. Miss Elizabeth Squires is in her first year here at Bryant as a speech-language pathologist.
I have never wanted to do anything else. I don't know why I wanted to do this. My younger siblings got speech therapy, but other than that, I was just like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Miss Squires stays busy during the day, sometimes seeing as many as 11 students during one-on-one sessions.
So we have 9 areas. We have articulation, which is what most people think we do, which is like the speech sounds. We do language, we do fluency, AAC.
SLPs are in high demand in education and other places such as hospitals. For Miss Squires, she made the leap to education after shadowing a former speech pathologist in the district.
I never in my life thought I was gonna work in a school. I was like, that's not for me. But then I came here in the spring of 2022 and I worked with her and she showed me just all of the fun things that you can do in a school. These high school kids are just the absolute best.
Nearly 1 in 12 children in the United States have a disorder related to speech, language, and swallowing. While the students are pulled from class, they are still learning and having fun with Miss Squires.
They just see it as like, okay, I get to go hang out with Miss Elizabeth. Our kids, we play some mean Uno games all the time. We do work, but we play a lot of Uno. Like after a session, these kids were like, okay, I love you. And I'm like, I love you too. And you never know, what people are getting at home. So I just try to give them all the love I possibly can within the 30 minutes that I have them.
Speech therapists work closely with other departments, sharing the common goal of seeing their students succeed in and outside of the classroom. Miss Leanne Shepard is an occupational therapist for Bryant High School.
With speech, they work mostly on the communication part. And being able to express their wants and their feelings. With occupational, we do that, but we also work on a lot of educational type goals, fine motor, handwriting.
Any occupation in the medical field is highly valuable right now, but with speech pathology, you can work almost anywhere at any time.
You can always have a job, and if you're scared of getting bored, this is something too, because you can always change. I mean, I've worked with 99 years old all the way down to like 3 months old. So you get to see it all. So if you're scared of being bored, if you have a heart for people, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. Speech pathology is the best job ever. I don't recommend anything else.
For the Bryant Buzz, I'm Hannah Rudnick.
Thanks, Hannah.
When we come back, Sydney Morgan introduces us to Coach Williams, the new girls basketball coach here at Bryant High School.
Stay with us. The Bryant Buzz continues in a moment.
Located in Benton, the new Saline County Career Tech campus offers students the opportunity to experience different career options. Pathways include industrial technology, automotive, medical, and so much more. Serving school districts in the area, students can sign up through their local high schools to take classes at the Career Tech campus. Parents and students, reach out to your counselor today to find out more information.
Welcome back to the Bryant Buzz. I'm Carsyn Hobson.
And I'm Nevaeh S. Robertson. Still to come on the show, a feature on the chess club and our 212 spotlight. But first, to the basketball arena.
Last school year, girls basketball coach Mr. Matthews stepped down to become the school's dean of students. Now, with 1 month to go in the regular season, his replacement, Coach Williams, is right in the middle of Conference 6A play. With more, here's Bryant Buzz reporter Sydney Morgan.
In sports, it's the coach's job to guide the athletes in the pursuit of the game they play. They teach their players skills in the game and in life. This year, Coach Williams is in her first year as the head coach of the girls' basketball team. She's been hard at work connecting with her team.
Everything is new, and so when things are new, you have to understand that you have to meet the girls where they are because they're so used to everything being different. And so just embracing that and understanding that we all have to adapt to each other, and it takes time.
By the time an athlete gets to high school, they played on many different teams and have had several coaches. These coaches teach their athletes to work hard and how to work with others.
Attitude is everything. Work ethic, you have to earn what you want, and body language, and definitely for sure a culture that people will respect. And so we're trying to put together a product that our community can rally behind.
Coaches play a large part in their players' character development. Coach Williams said she wouldn't be who she is today as a leader or mentor if it wasn't for those who invested in her basketball career.
Just my love for the game. I played all my life, played since the time I was 12, played in college, and my head college coach, David Midlick, just I mean, his leadership and how he impacted my life as a father, as a coach, as a mentor, made me want to give back and do the same for my student athletes.
Coach Williams makes sure that her girls know that she cares for them and wants the best.
It's all about getting to know the kids, letting them know that you're not just a coach. It's not just about basketball, but it's bigger than basketball. It's about life. So just building those relationships, allowing them to know that I care about them beyond the sidelines.
Jayla Knight, a senior on the girls' basketball team, grew up in an athletic family.
It's kind of like a break from reality for me, like the real world, and just getting to not really think about anything but just playing.
When students have this much passion for something, it is crucial that they have an influential mentor like a coach.
Individually, a coach can, spot out like your strengths and weaknesses and play off of that and encourage you to do what she would, think, or he would think is best for you.
In less than a year, Coach Williams has brought her team together.
Coaches can impact a team by being really involved with their players and wanting what's best for them.
We look forward to seeing how Coach Williams continues to impact the team. For the Bryant Buzz, I'm Sydney Morgan.
The next opportunity to watch the Bryant girls basketball team at Hornet Arena will be this Friday at 6 p.m.
If you can't catch the game in person, tune in to hear Grant Johnson and Jordan Knox call all the action at BryantAthletics.com.
From the basketball court to a chessboard, Bryant excels in a variety of extracurricular activities. The Bryant Chess Club meets during buzz time to practice their skills. While the game can be stressful, it helps students improve their focus and memory. With our next story, here's Mitchell Elmore.
Bryant High School has a thriving chess club that meets routinely during buzz and during after-school practice. Mr. Sparks, a social studies and U.S. history teacher, is the chess coach.
Chess is one of the most tactical board games there are in the world, and because of this, it develops a good sense of pattern recognition, memorization, and it also helps them learn focus. And there's a lot of competition to chess as well.
Junior Logan Geisler has won 5 tournaments in high school, including one that included a field of those considered the best in the state of Arkansas.
I joined chess club because I just love playing chess and I love competing. And I've been playing in competition since about 6th grade, so I just continued that into high school. Some of the benefits of chess are it helps with memory, it helps with problem solving, helps you be more creative.
Mr. Sparks, Logan, and the chess club recently hosted the chess regionals in our cafeteria.
We have already had our regionals for this year, and we placed second, which was really good. We were facing against the central regionals typically are the more competitive ones, and so placing second in that kind of regional is really good.
Mr. Sparks' role is to teach students strategies and game plans for both the beginner and the veteran player, but he admits for those like Logan who really know the game, he's more of a motivator than anything else.
But sometimes I get lucky and I'm handed students who are already really great players, and all I need to do is just kind of give them that extra push to try to motivate them to take it to the next level. There's not much I can do other than encourage them to keep going and keep playing and do the best they can.
Even though Logan may be ranked as one, if not the best in the state, he thinks this is a game anybody can learn.
To fully understand chess, you're always learning how to play chess, but I think anybody can learn how to play chess in just 30 minutes.
You can talk to Mr. Sparks to find out more if you are interested in joining. For the Bryant Buzz, I'm Mitchell Elmore.
Thanks, Mitchell. We look forward to seeing how the chess team does at the state tournament in April.
To wrap up our show, it's time for our 212 Spotlight.
Each month, we showcase a student or staff member who goes above and beyond.
Someone who meets the 212 standards set by Coach Buck James a few years ago.
With this month's 212 Spotlight, here's Bryant Buzz reporter Sophia Merle.
Although his career started in English, Mr. Coy quickly learned where he was truly meant to be.
I was a big reader and always did well in English, so that's where I started. When I was teaching 9th grade, Miss Stein, she asked if I'd like to take over the freshman book, and that's when I started to get my passion for journalism and, the teaching aspect of it and being able to see it from a different side.
Teaching a specialty program like journalism, Mr. Coy admires all the little things that add up to create a successful program.
There's so many different facets of it, so it's hard to say that the teaching itself, because that's so many parts of it, but all those different parts it's something that really interest me, and I like trying to find the best way to get information across, and I like to throw challenges at students and watching them make sense of it.
With all that he has to face with his journalism classroom, he always enjoys the reward at the end.
All those days or weeks of stress you can see on their faces as a deadline gets close and when they turn something in, and especially when it's just a quality piece of work, you can tell that sense of accomplishment, you can see it on their face.
Along with teaching, one reason Mr. Coy is this month's 212 Spotlight is because he has also earned his commercial driver's license and commits 2.5 extra hours before and after school to driving a bus.
So it started with having to go and do a written exam. Once I got the written exam, I had to go through and do physical, and had to do a couple of other paperwork pieces before doing some training with some trainers and doing my driving portion of the test. So all in all, like I said, back and forth between state agencies and coming up to the school to practice, it was a good month and a half of work.
After teaching a sheltered English class, he learned a valuable lesson that he can carry with him today and for the rest of his life.
It's helped me be more open to giving opportunities. It would be very easy, I think, for someone in my position to say, I'm real nervous about, someone who doesn't have strong English skills to come in and do interviews or to write up a story. But I think working with that population first gave me a chance to see, hey, they are very bright, capable with the right structures, and they can be very successful. So if anything, I think it's helped kind of reveal maybe my biases I had beforehand and open myself up to, let's give people a chance if this is something that they're passionate about, something they want to pursue or try out.
For the Bryant Buzz, I'm Sophia Merle.
Thanks, Sophia. That's our show for this month. You can keep up to date with the Hornet Media program by following us online.
On our YouTube channel at Bryant High School Hornet Media and on Instagram at Hornet News Network.
Also, don't forget you can find the home Bryant basketball games broadcast online at BryantAthletics.com. I'm Nevaeh S. Robinson.
And I'm Carsyn Hobson. Thanks for watching the Bryant Buzz.